Big Z Reviews. VHS 94 is the latest installment of the short horror film series, all with VHS in the title. And this one is definitely the best that they've done.
Do I just press the button?
Press the red button.
Just press it.
I assume they're paying extra for this.
Yes.
This is the remarkable story.
Hello? Hello?
So previously, I've watched all the other VHS ones, but I never really loved any of them. They're all okay, you know? And this one, I think, as a whole, all of the short films are excellent. And one of the short films, it may be maybe one of the best short horror films I've ever seen. And I would love to see like a whole movie or video game on it. And that was the subject. But for the narrative, all of these horror films, they revolve around there's gore or snuff films on VHS tapes, and there's some narrative where there's a framing device where they find the VHSs and then they play them, and then as a viewer you watch what they're watching. And this one, the narrative is called Holy Hell, and it was written and directed by Jennifer Reeder. And I think this is also one of the better ones. It's there's this police squad or something raiding this building, which is full of looks like people that had watched the VHS tapes and gouged out their own eyes. And each time they find a new place and then they see it playing on the TV is the next short story. And so the first short film is Storm Drain. And this is written and directed by Chloe Okuno. And this features, I guess all of them are pretty much found footage. But this one is kind of the most found footage-y for horror, if you know what I mean. And essentially there's this reporter that is doing a report on this urban legend that people report seeing this called the Rat Man. And they go and they do a story on it, and they decide to go into the sewers, and maybe they might find something. And some of the design is a little goofy, but I really enjoyed, the found footage. It's done really well, and it's kind of some of the crazy stuff and some of the gore is pretty cool that happens. And it was kind of one of my favorite of the ones including this one, but I did definitely enjoy it. The next film is The Empty Wake. This was written and directed by Simon Barrett. He wrote You're Next, and he also wrote and directed the recent release, the excellent release that I think didn't get too much fanfare, but I think could potentially turn into a bit of a cult favorite, Seance. When this one, there's this new person that's working at a funeral home, and that she's just a dark and stormy night, and this is the first time, and she's doing it alone, and then no one shows up to the wake. And then maybe the casket starts moving. And there's some interesting stuff, and the gore, the design of the monster is really cool. I like how it looked really good. This one probably has the least of a story to it, but it's still really pretty fun, and I enjoyed it. And then the next one is my favorite. That was The Subject, and this was written and directed by Timo Tjahjanto. I might be getting that wrong, but sorry. But this is what I said, one of the best short horror films I've seen. And it's really cool and creepy and body horror. Essentially this mad scientist is kidnapping people and doing experiments on them, trying to merge man and machine. And the one he's working on right now is one guy and then this girl, and that's kind of your character that she wakes up after being experimented on, and the experiment has worked. It's successful. And then, but the police are onto him, and they break in, and there's this huge, it's almost like an action film too, and it This one, it feels almost like a video game. Like it could be a VR video game. Because like most of it, you're seeing it through her eyes. Or through her camera lens. And like they even have like a battery symbol. And with how it's almost like acts like her health bar. And it's just this brutal. And like the graphics, they remind me of like video game graphics. Like they're not bad. They're really good video game graphics. But they feel like a video game almost. And it's really cool. And they're very creative. Like I really have to check out this guy's what he's done, because I'm not too familiar with him. But the short film was excellent. And the final short film was called Terror, and it was written and directed by Ryan Prows. And this one is relatively one of the longer ones, but it's very different. It's very interesting because there's essentially you're following like someone like a videographer is filming the leader of a white nationalist terrorist group, and like each time you keep seeing this like they keep killing this guy, like putting this guy to death, and it feels like you don't know what's going on, and they're like then the actual time with these white nationalists are very stupid and very goofy, but are also very dangerous, and perhaps they've weaponized some supernatural being, and they want to use this blood to as a bomb in a terrorist attack, and shenanigans ensue. And I mean, this is like they're all pretty fun. Like this is another one that's really fun, and as a whole, it's like I would definitely recommend it. This is streaming on Shudder, and I like, even if you haven't liked previous VHS volumes, this one is excellent. I even like how they did a lot of like at the start of stuff, especially like in some parts like it's like you're watching a VHS, like the scan lines or whatever they're called, and it's a lot of all of it is it's really fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I probably give it like a 9 out of 10. So thanks for watching. If you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.